Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a hopefully quick unboxing of kep1er's second official lightstick. Where I'm also going to try to do a pretty in-depth comparison between this lightstick and their first lightstick. So let's get right into it. So we'll start with the pre-order benefits. These were withmuu pobs. You got a full set if you pre-ordered the lightstick through their website. So I bought my lightstick through Kpop USA, and I was able to get the pobs through them. I'll put a link in the description to their website if you're interested. I'm not sure if they still have the pobs, but I know they still have the lightstick for sale. So these cards are super cute. I was so happy that we got lightstick cards again. So we have Eugen, and I think the backs are all the same, so probably don't need to show those. And then we have Shouting's card. And Chaehyun's, this one is so cute. And then we have Dion's, which I think hers is my favorite from this set. I love the little like rhinestones on her nose. And Hikaru. Hiei, this one's also really cute. And Youngun. So that is the complete set of withmuu pobs. I think they're so cute. I'm so happy that we got these. So here is the box for the lightstick. It's pretty plain. This just has the information on the back about, all the boring stuff, basically. Yeah, nothing super exciting. I do have the box from their first lightstick here so we can compare. This one is like wider and not as skinny. So again, this is what the lightstick box looked like for their first lightstick. Yeah, I do love the yellow and purple. I think it makes such a pretty like sunset color almost. But yeah, I think both are cute. So let's open her. I'm so excited. So you open the top. You see a little kep1er there. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Okay. So there's this like inner box, I guess. I haven't watched any unboxing, so I have like no idea what's happening. Okay, I don't think that was like supposed to come out, but oh my god. Girl, please. Damn, she was stuck in there. Okay. So all the stuff is at the bottom. Okay. So the lightstick comes in this bag. Oh my god, guys, it's so pretty. I'm so excited. Okay. Okay, let's do the boring stuff first. So we get a lightstick strap. It's purple. It says kep1er on this side and kep1er on this side too. Interesting. And then we have the instructions, which, whatever, pretty boring. And then we have the lightstick herself. Oh my god, she is gorgeous. Like, I cannot overstate how pretty this lightstick is. So obviously we have the same kind of purple base that their first lightstick had, and I'm actually not sure. I think this part yeah, so the top slides and comes off, and then there's rumors that we're going to be getting member specific like stars, which will be super cute. But she has this star in the middle. It doesn't move at all. It's just one piece. There's glitter inside the gold part. I don't know if you can see that. I actually didn't know that. So there are little like star flakes in there. Super cute. Oh my god. Okay. And this is what the like dome looks like. It's a pretty thick plastic. I'm gonna go into more depth about like the quality of this lightstick versus their first one when we get to that, but I'm very impressed. so far by this. Okay, it's pretty easy to put that back on. And then we have the same kind of like things around the planet. There's this holographic like foil on the inside, which is super gorgeous. There's more like movement to these rings compared to the other one. It says Kep1er in silver down here at the bottom and nothing else. Gorgeous, so gorgeous. Oh my god. Also, I didn't notice on the bottom here, I don't even know if you can see, it says Kep1er official light stick, made in China, clap entertainment. Nothing exciting, but I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to put batteries in. I thought I would kind of show this process because it can be confusing. Maybe I should read the instructions, but okay. So yes, this part twists off. It's very secure, I'll say that. So then we get this half and this half. So like most light sticks, we get a little battery compartment. Again, like most light sticks, takes 3 AAA batteries. Okay, and then we'll put her back in here. Let's see if I did this right the first time. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Okay, so I think the first setting, I don't know if you can see, I'm not sure if I should like turn off my lights. I think it's fine, but so the first setting is purple. The light comes out of that bottom part and I think stays in that bottom part. We have the flash, extra flash, and then we have yellow. This is a very bright yellow. I don't even know if you can see. I don't think you can see it at all. It's a very bright yellow. I might insert a clip of the light stick on in the dark so you can see the colors better because it is extremely blown out. Yeah, and then I think we have white and then off. So I want to say this is less settings compared to the other light stick. I think the first light stick did some fancier stuff in terms of lights, but we'll get into that later. So I think now we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the comparison here. When I tell you guys, this is such an upgrade. Like, I didn't really have super high expectations, but like my expectations, my standards for what I wanted this light stick to be have been like blown out of the water. Like, this is incredible. So obviously they're shaped like similar but pretty different. The handle on this one is a lot thicker than this one. This one is like much more ergonomic, if that makes sense. Like, it's a lot nicer to hold compared to this. God, I don't know how to like do this, but the little battery compartment on this one is much smaller, and I will say I have a lot of complaints about the first version of their light stick. I have taken this thing to like, you know, probably 9 out of every 10 concerts that I've gone to in the past 3 years. I took her to kp1er's to see Kep1er with me. Like, we have been through war together. And I can very definitively say that I do not like the quality of this light stick. I have always found it to be pretty like cheap, I guess, compared to a lot of other light sticks. It's super light, it feels super flimsy, like I constantly feel like I'm going to break it. My biggest grievance, like my biggest pet peeve in terms of this light stick, is that this top part is a super thin plastic, and if you put any amount of pressure on this thing, like squeeze it a little, it will pop out, and then with any movement it will fly off. Like, for example, when I was at kp1er, I would have this in my little like bag all day, and it was getting, you know, slightly squished, so it popped out of place. And then literally like day one, first group goes on, and as soon as I start using this part flies off of my light stick. And it was like the most embarrassing thing ever. And I truly have never recovered from that. But yeah, I will say, like, this has always been super flimsy for me. I constantly feel like it's going to fall off. The mechanism on this light stick is that you're supposed to like twist this thing, and then it opens like that. This hinge is super flimsy. Just everything about this light stick to me was always super cheap. It was never super high quality in my opinion. Obviously I still loved it, you know, and cherished it, but I am so happy that we have gotten something that is so much nicer. Oh my god. Okay, that was my little rant. But yeah, the buttons on these are different. This one has the K for Kep1er on it. This one doesn't have anything. This one doesn't say Kep1er in silver at the bottom. Here's what the back looks like. I will say the first light stick is definitely more of a like warmer purple tone compared to this one. I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but this one is definitely more pink than this light stick. In terms of the straps, what I noticed earlier is that this strap, obviously it's white. It says Kep1er on one side and Kep1er on the other. I don't know if you can see that. And this one is purple and it just says Kep1er on both sides. I really hope this is in frame. Yeah, obviously I think this one is a lot more clunky in terms of the mechanics. Like we have the hinge that's right here. We have this thing that I'm constantly afraid is going to break off. Whereas this one is super clean. It feels very secure. Like I'm not worried about this part flying off. I really had to twist it in there, you know? Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is just like, I am genuinely so happy with how high quality this light stick is. Like it's not heavy, but it is so much sturdier compared to this light stick. Like this one, when I shake it, you hear how it makes a noise. This one does not. Well, you can hear the glitter, but you know, right? Like this, it's night and day. It is night and day. This light stick is so much sturdier. It's a little bit heavier in a good way. Like it feels like it's not gonna fly out of my hand. It is incredible. I will say a few other things, like there's not glitter in the plastic on this one, which I think makes such a noticeable improvement on this one. I think my only complaint about this light stick is that I wish the star lit up, or like that the lights went through the kind of star part in the middle like it does on this light stick. That would kind of be my only like wish, I guess. But I really can't complain. This is incredible. And I think I don't even know if I showed it earlier, but the pattern that the rings make on the top is so gorgeous. So I think I still need to put batteries in this light stick, but I will kind of show you this. This battery compartment has always felt super loose to me. I was constantly worried about it falling off, and this one does not feel like it will do that. Like this is secure. I can throw this light stick and I'm not worried about it breaking, you know? All right, so batteries have been put in. I'm thinking we'll just kind of compare the light settings on these. I believe both of these light sticks have like an app that you can download that you can connect to the light stick and then, you know, put whatever colors or whatever you want. I'm not gonna do that here because that seems like a lot of work, but we'll see. So for this light stick, it starts off purple, and I don't know if you can see like at all, but the light moves through the logo, which I've always really liked about this light stick. I always thought that was super cool. And then we get yellow, which is like I mean, this is barely yellow. I know it's probably not gonna look super like anything on camera, but compared to the yellow on this one, this is like practically white. And then we get a purple and yellow kind of light, and then white, and then purple flashing, and then off. So let's see, for this one you have to press and hold, which is nice. Another complaint I always had about this is that the button is so like touch sensitive that I was constantly pressing it at concerts and the light would change and it was really annoying. But this one is like you gotta hold it to change the light. So I think the biggest difference is that we don't get the like multi-light thing anymore. We just get purple, yellow, and white, and then the flashing. which I think is nice. So I think here I will insert a clip of me showing you the light in the dark so you can actually see it. So I guess that's it for this video. I'm just gonna kind of give my final thoughts. I am so happy with this light stick. Like, I cannot reiterate enough times how happy I am with the quality of this light stick, how sturdy it is, how much thought has been put into this design versus the first one. Um, it is extremely gorgeous. Like, this is like the biggest upgrade I think they could have done. I am so happy. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that I will get to use this light stick to see Kep1er again someday. Please, can we get a world tour? Please, I'm begging. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!